Hello, this is me Iram Gul and you are watching Chem Tracks by IGM. Dear student, today we are going to start another domain of chemistry, that is biochemistry. Before we go deep inside the biochemistry, we have to know about the cell. What is cell and what is the role of cell in biochemistry or biological reactions or biochemical reactions specifically. Cell is basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all known organism. The word cell is originated from a Latin word cella and it means small room. Because cell is the smallest unit of life, it is very small or smallest in size. So, due to this resemblance, it is originated from the cella or small room. A cell is the basically smallest unit of life. Cells are often called as the building blocks of life. Cells were discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665, who named them for their resemblance to cell inhabited by the Christian monks in a monastery. There are some specific types of cells. A cell is a basic structural and functional unit of all living organisms, and there are two main types of cells. One is prokaryotic cell and the second is eukaryotic cell. Basically, prokaryotic cells are such type of cell in which in which there is no any true nucleus or nuclear material is not organized in a specific organelle. There is prokaryotic cells are basically lack in organization. Some all bacteria and some archaea are categorized under prokaryotes. Some archaea are preferably classified altogether as a different class and not under the prokaryotes. Eukaryotic cells are such type of cells which are fully organized and they contain true nucleus. Some unicellular like protists and the multicellular fungi, plants and all higher animals are classified under eukaryotic cells or eukaryotes. Such organisms which contain prokaryotic cell are called as prokaryotes and the organisms that contain eukaryotic cells they are called as eukaryotes. So there is difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes or the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. The first difference is size and external appearance. Prokaryotic cell is very small and it is small about zero point 0.5 micrometer. Bacterial cells also contain flagellum, plasmids and capsule. Eukaryotic cells are larger in size, up to 40 micrometers. If we are talking about the organelles of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, prokaryotic cell lacks membrane-bound nucleus and membrane-bound organelles, while eukaryotes contain membrane-bound organelles such as nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies, and endoplasmic reticulum and lysosome. Cell wall structure. Cell wall is basically outer tough covering of the plant cells mainly. In case of a prokaryotic cell, a cell wall is rigid and formed from the glycoprotein, and mainly it is formed from a glycoprotein named as murein. While in case of eukaryotic cells, cell wall of fungi and plant are basically different in their structure and nature. Fungi cell wall is rigid and formed from the polysaccharide that is chitin. While in case of plants, the cell wall is rigid and formed from a polysaccharide called as cellulose. While animal cells don't have any cell wall, their outer covering is basically plasma membrane or cell membrane. Yeah, genetic material is in case of prokaryotes, it is circular DNA in cytoplasm. While in case of eukaryote, they contain DNA in form of linear chromosomes in their nucleus. Ribosomes, the size of ribosome is 70s in prokaryotes and 80s in eukaryotes. You can see the clear difference between the structure or diagrams of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. As you can see, eukaryotic cells contain a clear nucleus, DNA, and all membrane-bounded organelles. While in case of prokaryotic cell, there is no any true nucleus. They only contain nucleoid or circular DNA inside them. That is flowing in their cytoplasm, and the prokaryotic cell is not well organized as compared to the eukaryotic one. Cell organelles and the cell organization. Basically, when we are going to discuss the eukaryotic cell, especially because a eukaryotic cell, in eukaryotic cell, all the cell organelles and cell structures are arranged in a specific manner. So this organization is basically known as cell organization. The first cell organelle is first and the foremost important cell organelle is the cell wall, because it is the outer covering of any cell. It is tough and rigid, and as on previous page we studied that cell wall is present in plant and fungi. In plant, cell wall is made up of cellulose, and in fungi it is made up of chitin, and animal down contains cell wall. So the cell walls are found in prokaryotic cells and among the eukaryotes in algae, fungi, and plants. A structure of great tensile strength, cell wall is formed from the fibrils of cellulose molecule embedded in a water saturated matrix of polysaccharides and structural glycoproteins. So, if this cell wall is made up of cellulose, it means this is the plant cell wall. Cell wall perform a number of important functions. They provide protection, support, shape, and rigidity to the cellular structure. They also provide a porous medium for the circulation and distribution of water, mineral, and other small nutrient molecules. They contain specialized molecules that regulates growth and protect the plant from disease. So the main function of cell wall is protection and communication, or protection and passage of the material from in and outside of the plant. As previously we discussed, the cell wall is varies in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Let's talk about the prokaryotic cell wall or the bacterial cell wall. Prokaryotes, especially bacteria, are divided into two different categories: gram positive and gram negative cells, or gram positive and gram negative bacteria, based on differential staining by crystal violet iodine reagent known as Gram's reagent. Bacteria stained purple or gram positive. Their cell walls are thick and composed of predominantly peptidoglycan and teichoic acid polymers, which lipids are conspicuously absent. The teichoic acid polymers play a key role in the antigenicity of the cell. And the second type, bacteria stained pink or gram, their cell walls have thin peptidoglycan switched between the cell membrane and outer envelope, and lipopolysaccharides with no teichoic acid. So the difference of gram negative and gram positive bacteria: in gram positive bacteria there are no lipids, while in case of gram negative bacteria they contain lipopolysaccharides, mean they contain lipids, but here is no teichoic acid, while gram positive bacteria contain teichoic acid polymers. In gram-positive bacteria, the purple crystal violet stain is trapped by the layer of peptidoglycan which forms the outer layer of the cell, that is cell wall. In gram-negative bacteria, the outer membrane of lipopolysaccharides prevents the stain from reaching the peptidoglycan layer. The outer membrane is then permeabilized by the acetone treatment, and the pink sapphirine constraint is trapped by the peptidoglycan layer. And here is the difference between the cell wall of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. So you can see in case of gram positive bacteria, the outer membrane is just in violet or purple color, while in gram negative bacteria, the outer membrane contain lipopolysaccharides and porine. The second most important organelle of the cell is nucleus, because nucleus is the basic functional unit or basic function or functional, you can say it is a center of plant or animal cell, or prokaryote or eukaryotic cell. The nucleus is the largest organelle in the cell. Not it is largest organelle in the plant cell. In case of plant cell, vacuole is the largest organelle, but in other cells like animal cells, fungi, or other cells, nucleus is considered as the largest organelle of the cell. It is surrounded by double layered cell membrane which regulates the passage of products of nuclear biosynthesis from the nucleus to surrounding cytoplasm. Basically, nucleus contain DNA and chromosomes. So the nucleus contains chromosomes which appear as dense network called chromatin. The chromosomes are comprised of DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid and histone or non-histone proteins. The DNA is the genetic material of the cell which contains all the information required for cell to live, perform their functions, and reproduce. Inside the nucleus, the other another organelle called as nucleolus. So the center of nucleus is called as nucleolus, responsible for making the mm, rRNA or ribosomal RNA. The nucleus is also dense but devoid of any membrane. Nucleolus contains enzymes responsible for synthesis of ribonucleic acid or RNA. So, due to the synthesis of RNA or due to the containment of DNA, nucleus is considered as the center of any cell because it performs all the activities of the cell. It control all the activities of the cell. So, due to this reason, it is called as the nucleus. Nucleus means it is the center of cell. So, this lecture is basically comprised. In cell, introduction of cell, their types, and the introduction of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, then cell organization or only the two organelles, two cell organelles. One is cell wall and the second is nucleus. Stay tuned because we will continue our lecture from the cell membrane to the next organelle. I hope you learned something new from this lecture because this is all about from my side for today. Okay, stay tuned and subscribe and share my channel. Keep visiting my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.